What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to talk about Windwalker healing, and I'm going to show you how to use your abilities effectively so you can hopefully outlast your opponent and get those kills. So I've had a few people tell me that they've been having trouble PvPing on their monks. Some people tell me that their monks are too squishy, some people tell me that their healing isn't that great, and I've seen a lot of forum posts saying the same sort of thing. I actually think monk survivability is quite decent. The three main heals I like to use are Chi Wave, Expel Harm, and Healing Spheres. I use Chi Wave every time it's up, and I also use Expel Harm almost every time it's up. And oftentimes, I use Expel Harm right before I enter a fight because it also grants 2 Chi. You can think of it like games like Halo and Call of Duty. You want to reload your gun before you enter the next room, right? Now, combine your healing abilities with your defensive abilities like Touch of Karma, Fortifying Brew, Ring of Peace, Grapple Weapon, and Zen Meditation, and you can last quite a while. And also, don't forget about Detox. You can use this ability to get rid of rogue poisons, Death Knight diseases, and a Shadow Priest's most damaging dot, which is Devouring Plague. You can even further combine these abilities with your escape moves, like Roll, Tiger's Lust, Flying Serpent Kick, and Transcendence. That way you can sort of weave in and out of combat to heal yourself up. You can also kite a little bit. Now, I've got one more tip for you guys when it comes to Windwalker healing. If you haven't already, spec into Healing Elixirs. This talent will let you heal yourself for 15% of your total hit points every 18 seconds. And sometimes, if you time it right, you can even heal yourself for 30% of your total hit points. Now, to do this, you need to drink a brew. What I use is Tiger Eye Brew, because you get Tiger Eye stacks all the time when you're in combat. There are some situations where I'm ducking around a corner to heal up, or I'm kiting someone and I don't have Tiger Eye stacks to use Tiger Eye Brew. In that case, I would use Energizing Brew. Now, it can be a little difficult to keep track of your healing elixirs buff. If you notice, next to my portrait, I have an add-on called Tell Me When. This add-on tells me exactly when my healing elixirs buff is up, so I can heal myself right away. Alright, I'm bored. Let's go into some battlegrounds so I can break down some fights and show these things in action. In this first clip, a sneaky Shadow Priest gets the jump on me. She casts a Mind Blast and the fight is on. My guildmate decided to let me go 1v1 for the sake of some video footage. I immediately use Expel Harm to heal back up and gain 2 Chi. I want to keep the upper hand with CC, so I paralyze her to prevent a fear and quickly apply my disable and root her to the ground. She gets a fear off and I use Nimble Brew to get out of it. Here I use Tiger Eye Brew, a Ring of Peace, Chi Wave, Expel Harm, another Tiger Eye Brew. This time I trinket out of the fear and interrupt her heal with a Spear Hand Strike and get the kill. And looking back at this footage, I could have used Detox to remove Devouring Plague. Keep that in mind. In this next clip, the match has just started, and I went straight for the flag. While crossing the field, the horde got to me quicker than my team did, so it was up to me to stay alive as long as possible. I paralyzed the monk. Once I'm surrounded, I use Ring of Peace. I use Nimble Brew out of a Deep Freeze to avoid big damage from the mage. Because of healing elixirs, the Nimble Brew also healed me for 15% of my health. I randomly Touch of Karma the monk to avoid even more damage. I Expel Harm, Roll, and use Tiger's Lust. At the same time, I'm dropping Healing Spheres on myself. I use Tiger Eye Brew, and by this time I'm getting help from my teammates. I trinket this, and I'm home free. This battle was pretty much over, and I was on the losing end of things. Here you can see I'm just hanging out waiting for it to be over, when a rogue decides to open up on me. I decide to sit through his cheap shot because he wasn't doing too much damage. I use Nimble Brew to get out of his kidney shot, and also to heal myself with healing elixirs. Here I Ring of Peace, I paralyze him to hold him still. Here's a Chi Wave, and that's it. Here, a hunter is blasting away at me. I use Expel Harm and prepare for the warrior. The hunter goes off against somebody else, so now I have a 1v1 with the warrior. I Chi Wave. Tiger Eye Brew. The warrior uses Die by the Sword. It's pointless for me to fight her during this, so I paralyze her and heal up with a few healing spears. Here's a Chi Wave. A Tiger Eye Brew. Another Chi Wave. Here she has popped most of her defensive cooldowns, and it's difficult for me to get the kill, so I decide to finish her off with a Touch of Death. Sometimes, I like the enemy to open up on me first, because somehow it's a more gratifying kill in the end. Here, I'm pretending to be completely oblivious to the paladin. I quickly peer over the ledge, and I also see a rogue on the way. It looks like this could be a possible 1v2 fight. Just as I expected, the paladin opens up on me. I Expel Harm for the heal and the chi. The paladin hodges me, and I paralyze him. I Chi Wave right out of the hodge. The rogue opens up on me, and I decide to stay on the pally to prevent him from using his off-healing abilities. I Expel Harm out of the rogue's stun. Here's a Tiger Eye Brew. I can't handle all of this damage, so I Ring of Peace and cast another Chi Wave. My Ring of Peace is gone, but I still need to keep this fight under control. I quickly focus target the rogue using battleground targets and paralyze him. I then Touch of Karma the paladin for 8 seconds of worry-free uptime. Here's another Tiger Eye Brew, a Chi Wave, Fortifying Brew, I Touch of Death the pally. I try to heal up with some healing spears. I trinket the kidney shot. Here's a Chi Wave. The rogue vanishes and I Expel Harm. He opens back up on me with Subterfuge, so I roll away to mitigate some of the damage. I paralyze him as soon as he comes out of stealth, and I heal up with healing spears. Another Chi Wave. Here, the paladin comes back for more punishment. It takes a lot of practice for everything to flow naturally while playing in real-time speed. I hope this helps out, and stick with it! Thanks for watching, everyone. As always, if you like this video, please make sure to subscribe and give me the old thumbs up. See you next time!